I continue reading portions of Against Interpretation by Susan Sontag in the chapter on style. Raymond Bayer has written, "What each and every aesthetic object imposes upon us in appropriate rhythms is a unique and singular formula of the flow of our energy. Every work of art embodies a principle of proceeding or stopping or scanning, an image of energy or relaxation, the imprint of a caressing or destroying hand, which is the artist's alone. We can call this the physiognomy of the work, or its rhythm, or, as I would rather do, its style. Of course, when we employ the notion of style historically to group works of art into schools and periods, we tend to efface the individuality of styles. But it is not our experience when we encounter a work of art from an aesthetic, as opposed to a conceptual, point of view. Then, so far as the work is successful and still has the power to communicate with us, we experience only the individuality and contingency of the style. It is the same with our own lives. If we see them from the outside, as the influence and popular dissemination of the social sciences and psychiatry has persuaded more and more people to do, we view ourselves as instances of generalities, and in so doing become profoundly and painfully alienated from our own experience and our humanity. As William Early has recently noted, if Hamlet is about anything, it's about Hamlet, his particular situation, not about the human condition. A work of art is a kind of showing or recording or witnessing which gives palpable form to consciousness. Its object is to make something singular explicit, so far as it is true that we cannot judge, morally, conceptually, unless we generalize. Then it is also true that the experience of works of art and what is represented in works of art transcends judgment, though the work itself may be judged as art. Isn't this just what we recognize as a feature of the greatest art, like the Iliad and the novels of Tolstoy and the plays of Shakespeare? That such art overrides our petty judgments, our facile labeling of persons and acts as good or bad, and that this happen is all to the good. There is even a gain for the cause of morality in it. The immorality, unlike art, is ultimately justified as its utility. That it makes, or is supposed to make, life more humane and livable for us all. But consciousness, what used to be called, rather tendentiously, the faculty of contemplation, can be and is wider and more various than action. It has its nourishment, art and speculative thought, activities which can be described either as self-justifying or in no need of justification. What a work of art does is to make us see or comprehend something singular, not judge or generalize. This act of comprehension, accompanied by voluptuousness, is the only valid end and sole sufficient justification of a work of art.